Think we're live.
Yes, we
Okay,
are
we're
live.
live, Dwayne.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's good to see you here. Today, it's an opportunity to spend some time with Jennifer Wagner-Reese, which, of course, she likes her name to be pronounced Wagner-Reese, but she knows I just have the tongue displacement issue. But in all seriousness, it's really exciting for me to be here with you, Jen, number one, because I know the challenges there that can exist as an entrepreneur and being a single parent. And with that being said, today we're going to talk a little bit about what now exists in the marketplace that enables a single mom or a single dad or a retiree to be able to be paid directly for their own products, even if they didn't have the money to create their own products. If they don't have a programming team or design team to create their own products, we're going to talk a little bit about what it means to be able to have products, not a product, but products at your fingertips to sell and be paid directly with multiple options. And when we do this today, we're going to talk about something else that's pretty phenomenal, and that's the selling process. Everybody out there tries to sell you on traffic, and when you get it, you realize, I got the traffic, but now where's the money? And then you kind of can get the connection that the money's not really coming from the traffic, the money comes from sales. We're going to talk about what it means to have products that actually have sales pages with sales copy, and also what I love most, the selling process on the page, which allows for scarcity, which also allows for building a list of buyers, as well as building a list of prospects and so forth. So without going any further, I mean, there's a lot of things I mentioned. What one thing really grabs you about the idea of such a new innovation?
What grabs me about it, Dwayne, is like you said, if you don't have time to create your own product, or you don't have an idea of a product, I mean, this platform is phenomenal. The products are already, it's a done for you product, from the training to the products to, and like you were talking about, as far as the traffic. The traffic is not where your income comes from.
Well, my question is, what one thing excites you? Which one thing specifically gets you? Is it the getting paid directly for selling your own product, or is it the ability to build lists and actually get people to buy when they land on your page, or is it just all of it? Where does it really grab you? Because I know I'm not a single parent, but my wife and I raised 3 kids, and anything would have been a help. So I don't know. Is there anything specific that gets you, or is it pretty much everything just gets you? I don't know.
Well, everything, but the first thing is being paid instantly. Who does not want to get paid daily? You don't have to wait for the end of the week. Boom, right there, your PayPal, you get your alert. Wait, on your phone, you've got paid. So yeah, basically, just being paid instantly. There's not a third-party person. You don't have to wait. Someone buys your product and you're being paid instantly. It's an instant payday daily. So
Yep.
That's the top of my list. The other stuff is secondary, but I'm sure there are students out there, there's stay-at-home moms, there's single moms, single dads, someone who's working part-time. Who would not want to be paid directly?
Well,
immediately.
What's interesting, Jen, is the first part of the phases work like this. Most entrepreneurs are happy when they finally can start getting paid directly. Then they really get excited when there becomes an established pattern or a frequency of getting paid. So it's happening, not just, I didn't just get lucky by having a product, but I actually am starting to get sales over in a pattern. Maybe it's a few times a week or a few times a month. But what really gets people, the reason this product we're going to introduce, it's called Genius Paydays. The reason we call it Genius Paydays is because it puts a platform or an environment there for an entrepreneur to be paid daily. And when you experience that, you have this trend of excitement that happens. Like, I get paid directly. Oh, now I'm getting paid every so often. And then every day you wake up, well, how much did I make today? That's where this goes. And with your permission, I'd like to actually do you mind if I just show a smidgen of what all it can do, a little bit of it, and then give people an opportunity to actually jump on board and take advantage.
Absolutely not at all. This is a life-changing platform. Absolutely, Dwayne.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and select my video so you guys can see my screen, and let me know when you can see it.
I can see it.
Yay! Okay. Oh boy, let me see which one I got. I don't know which one it is. Which one do you see? Okay, I know which one you see.
I'm seeing a handsome man there in a suit.
Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and stop the train. Where it's at. Okay, here we go. So what you're looking at is the dashboard of the system, which gives you a lot of ability to track how many people are on each site. An individual site, you can actually track what country they're in. You can actually track how many of them are looking at your products at any one point, what type of device they're using. That's one thing. You also can look at a glance and find out how many sales you had over the past week. You know, now that looks a little bit like this. As you can tell, for example, you can say, oh, on this day I had so many views, so much sold, and certain number of sales. You're able to track that. So as we look at this, what I was talking about earlier is the ability to be paid instantly. Now, some people, they love to use PayPal, but some people live in a different country and their country is not PayPal verified. They struggle. So we want to give other options. So we give PayPal options, Payza. We have LinkPoint, authorized.net, and we're going to be adding Stripe as an option. So no matter whatever you're trying to sell, you'll be able to be paid, and you don't have to wait for someone to permit you or release funds to you. They'll be available to you instantaneously when you pay. Now, Jennifer, I did talk about list building, or rather than traffic, for a reason, for several reasons. Is that the first one is when you have a list of people that have purchased from you, they are more likely to buy from you than those who have never purchased from you, period. And people that have never purchased from you, for any one offer you put before them, about 1 to 3% will respond. And of those 1 to 3% that respond, only a percentage of those will buy. So you have an increased amount of sales you can make with buyers. So here's what we've done. We've connected leading autoresponders into this system so that if someone has their own autoresponder, they can go connect that list, and everyone that purchases now can be dumped into an autoresponder list. For example, let's say you just purchased a product from me, from the system, which I'm going to show you products in a moment. If that happened, here's what I want you to see what happens. If I've got a list where I know that everybody in it's going to be, I want to be labeled as a buyer, I can dump them in it. When I click save, every purchase now will dump the person into my list. So now I have a buyer's list, and these people are likely to buy from me. So I will send them different email messages than I send those who are only opting in. And what happens is when I send out to the buyer's list, the question isn't if I will get sales, the questions will be how many of these will respond favorably and buy it from me. And it's a whole different mindset, but it works so beautifully. And I know other gurus won't teach that. They only teach to get traffic, because that way you have to keep buying, right? This we're telling you so you can actually take a hold of it yourself and start having control over this. But it gets better. Let's take a look at some of the products, you know. We have product creation, copywriting, different things like that. And the beautiful thing, mate, is that as you look at whatever type of products they are, you have the ability to set up what we call a lead magnet. And then what a lead magnet does, it allows you to create opt-ins before they actually buy the product from you. And here, let's take a look at what it looks like, Mom. So you have here the ability to set up a pop-up overlay that will actually connect them to your autoresponder, right? Whichever one you have. Once they're in your autoresponder, right, you can just choose whichever one it is. You can just choose whichever list you created. This one will be just for your opt-in or your newsletter, whatever it may be. Now, before they buy, the beautiful thing is you can actually use a video overlay that tells them, put your name and email address in, and I'll send you a free report, or I'll send you something, or put your name and email address in to subscribe to my newsletter, and you'll get opt-ins of people who are interested in following and learning more about you. You can do that with video, with an image, or you could do it with just a plain Jane type of form. And if you're going to use a video like we have in the video pop-ups, you just paste the YouTube link right there. Or if you're going to use an image, you just go ahead and upload your own logo image or whatever image you want, a picture of yourself in these dimensions, and now you're ready to collect opt-in leads. You're building 2 types of lists with this system. Now, I did mention the selling, what do you call that? The selling process. I'm going to go ahead and get my screen back, right? I'm going to take it back. You can't have it. I'm taking it back. There we go. With this process, Jen, of selling products and of course, building lists, it's really, really important that you have help. I sell stuff every single day around the world, but I have help. And I use the help of things or tools that are part of the selling process. I want to show you what that looks like, if you don't mind. May I show you a little bit of what that looks like?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So before I do, I want everyone to realize this. You now can be like the big timers. When you're selling something, you can include tools like countdown clock, special bonus offers, coupons that have limited times or limited number of them available. You get to have the same things that we use to build up that energy around your product. The same way that Sony does when they release their new products, what Apple does when they release their new ones, they create them in scarcity, so people have to race and camp out overnight for it. The same way that a lot of leading bands do when they have concerts. You now get to use what we all use to create a fortune. Now you can do it too. Let me show you.
Dwayne, if you don't mind, while you're doing that, can you explain to someone who would be interested in manually doing everything that this product has to offer versus your
you know what? You know what? It's a good question. I won't do that because I've done both. I started off doing it manually, and it cost a fortune to have someone put the websites up, and then to set up the API for getting paid, and then bonus links and all that stuff. But you have to buy third-party software to do it. I'm not going to go through that, only because if someone doesn't see it, they may, sometimes people won't see. So I don't want to mess up what we're doing by putting a lot of time on that. But I will tell you, yes, you're 100% right, Jen. It would take a lot of work and a lot of money to set up 100 products of your own, and then of course do all this stuff. So let me get to the selling process and just tell you that you don't just get to have what we call these scarcity items, like a countdown clock, right, with a fixed countdown clock, or a minutes, seconds countdown clock that enables you to put it in specific locations on the site, right?
Right.
Now, another thing is we have these coupons. You get to control. You get to disable your coupons or create a coupon. Once you create a coupon, it'll show up here, and then you get to control where you have it on the website. How many of you, if you think about this, how many times you've gone to a website and realized there's a limited amount of time that you can actually buy the product, or the price goes up higher to normal, or it goes to monthly? When you have those kind of abilities,
makes me want to just jump in and say, wait, I got to get this bet. Yeah,
I was going to wait till payday, but I better get it now because the price is going to go up too high. And I've had people call me up and even curse me out because the price went up and they didn't take advantage of it during the time. It helps you to train your customers to understand that when you have a limited time offer, you mean just that. It is a limited time offer.
And personally, Dwayne, I've missed opportunities because, I'm like, oh, I'll get it. And doggone it, I said, God, I could have gotten it for this much, and now, it's full price. So, or, for instance, being a one-time fee versus a monthly fee. So scarcity, and I just love it.
Yeah, and this is what's really cool about it is, like with these products, you can actually send a bonus offer. The moment someone buys your product, if you told them, hey, right now, if you buy it just today, I'm going to send you a special bonus. You just put the link in the window in this field. And what happens is our system will actually send them the bonus along with the product. Now, some people are advanced and they want to, hey, is it possible to use Facebook pixels and tracking pixels? Yeah, of course. Put your Facebook pixel, Google Analytics right in one of the fields, and it'll track whatever product you're selling. But can I get affiliates for this and have people sell it with me? Yep. You can just log into JVZoo, grab your payment button there, and paste it into this area, and now you can have a JVZoo payment button on your product. I mean, we thought we wanted to do this, Jen. We wanted to think of as many things as possible that would really give someone the leeway to have simplicity, yet find a way to put products in front of their customers and build a list and nurture a list with this system. So let's look at one more thing before I come back to the screen. You have an opportunity to create a coupon. It's so easy to do. Literally, you can type it in and put Jen, right? Jen special. Now, Jen 1, 2, 3. That's easy enough. We'll just make it a percentage. We'll give anyone, let's say you want to give someone 25% off of a product. Now we can just select from the 18th. We just select the date, and we'll say to the March 2nd, and man, there it goes. How many do you want to make available? 100. Which product and how many of the products? You determine which product you want to make, you coupon for, then voila, now the coupon's going to show up. That's how this works. And there's so many really cool things that you can do here, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to take up all the time that these guys can do. I know you wanted to make this available to everyone. And what I will tell you is that, Jen, that, man, you know, you're an awesome person. And as a single parent who just really works at this stuff and seeing success and making sales on the internet, I salute you for at least doing what you've been doing. I've been watching all on the internet where you're posting, hey, just made another sale, just made another sale. And all these guys haven't experienced it. So if you could, make it available for them. You guys can just click on the link you see right there in the window and go out and see for yourself. Get an explanation and even a demonstration of its power. And that's all I have to say. But I appreciate you inviting me here to be with you today, Jenner. And yeah, and thank you guys for being here as well. So anyway, anything before we go, Jen?
Absolutely, Dwayne. I want to thank you. I know you're swamped today and you haven't slept all night. I hope you do get your power nap today. But yeah, pick this thing up. I have it, and I am already setting up, you know, to make my first sale. So I am very, very happy with this platform, Dwayne. And I can't thank you enough, my friend.
So congratulations to you and all of you who are watching and getting this. Congratulations to you in advance. It's an absolute pleasure. Take care.